All right, hi, welcome back. Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about reporting and metrics. For those who are doing reporting for your customer service team, maybe you are the customer service leader, maybe you are the director of operations, or you are the owner of the business. So what I'm going to show you today, 5 principles, 2 simple customer service reports. All right, so if you're an SME, if you're a leader in operations or customer service, this is for you. Also, I'm going to share at the end of this video a link where you can download our customer service simple reports template, our spreadsheet, so that you can track your customer service metrics. So our tracker will show you insights about your customer service, right? So you can download that at the end of this video. So make sure you stay. All right. So let's get into this. Hello there, Khalid here from YesHello. At YesHello, we help SMEs to streamline your customer service so that you can retain more customers and convert more prospects to clients. In this video, we're going to talk about reporting, metrics, and how to get your team to improve week by week, month to month, so that they can become very awesome. All right. So also, don't forget, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you our customer service easy reports so that you can have a guide and a template to create your weekly reporting, super simple, and have all the key crucial metrics to report on and not be so confused on which data that your team needs, and it'll make your life super easy week by week. In my experience, when doing some coaching for customer service teams, for customer service leaders, 3 mistakes I see that often happen, right? Number 1, a lot of leaders are reporting on all the data that's available. It becomes just a report full of numbers, but the person reading it don't know how to use this report to make things better, right? They don't see the point. That's number 1. The second biggest mistake is creating one report for everyone. So what happens is, at the end of the day, when they read it, they don't see how it affects them and how they can take action. Okay. Number 3, the third biggest mistake is not turning the raw data into insights that is useful for that person reading. So we want to first have a mindset of, okay, if I am reporting, it can't be all the data, it's got to be some. It's got to be targeted to a specific audience, 1 or 2 audience. And then for that audience, we want to think about, okay, what am I reporting and how can they use it right away? Okay, so if this is the 3 biggest mistakes, I'm going to show you how to create a report that you can use right away and have it be very valuable to the person that is going to read it. Okay, the 5 principles. So if we're talking about data and metrics, especially for customer service, you want to think about it like this, okay? You want to think about it like being a news reporter, a news anchor. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was around, I think 26 or 25, right before I started my first business, selling unit trust with Public Mutual, I wanted to get into broadcasting. I wanted to get to be on TV. So I went to Astro and I auditioned to become a news anchor for Bernama TV, right? Bernama News. Obviously, I didn't get it. But while I was doing it, I had to do some research. I had to think about what kind of career this is. And being a news anchor with unlimited news out there, how do they know what to report on, right? So as a news anchor, they have to summarize the most important news out there. They have to filter all the important news. Everything is quite important to someone, but they have to filter from the hundreds of things that can be reported on to maybe 5 or 6, even less sometimes, right? And that is filtering the topic. After filtering the topic, they have to summarize what's been happening within that topic so that it is in chunks of maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So when we are doing customer service reporting, it's the same thing. We want to think about out of all the data is out there, what is most important to the company right now, and what are the 3, 4, 5 information or insights that can help directly improve it tomorrow, right away, not like in the future, right away you can implement. All right, so you want to think about it like that. So I want to share with you a model, okay? Okay, so let's take a look at the customer service reporting model. There are 5 principles, okay? Number 1 is you want it to be meaningful. Number 2, you want it to be movable. Number 3, authentic. Number 3, contextualized. And so number 4 is contextualized. Number 5 is consistent. So what does it mean? So meaningful, what does it mean? Meaningful means that your metrics, your data, they should tie back to something that your company is right now striving for, the goals that your company wants to achieve. That connection, that tie back needs to be clear. For example, when your goal is like you want to have highly responsive support, fast, responsive, okay? So what metrics would tie? So what would tie to that is time to first response, for example. So that is highly relevant, okay? So it makes sense. Okay, if I want responsive, that means the data I wanted to take a look at is what is the time to response. What might not be as relevant could be resolution time, how long it takes to resolve a specific case, okay? So this is where you want to judge whether this data is relevant or not, and is it meaningful to the goal. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 is movable. Movable means that this data, this metric that you are reporting, once it's given to the right person, can they use it to move the needle? That means, can they take action on it and create results right away? So it's not just a data point, not just something that you're measuring, just to look good. Okay, you want to know exactly how they're going to use this information. Okay, principle number 3 is authentic. Your reports must tell a true story. The story must be real, right? Reason is, if you're using numbers that is not real, it's made up, it might make you look good, your department look better, right? But it would be misleading. That means the actions that your team members will take, the actions that your leaders would take, will be the wrong actions because it's based on data that is not accurate. So these data that is not accurate, even though it makes you look good, don't use it. So be honest even when it kind of hurts, okay? So number 3 is authentic. Principle number 4 is it's got to be contextualized. It's got to be in context. Numbers, metrics, data in isolation can be stripped of meaning. So there's no meaning to information, to data in itself, right? It's got to be in a pair. It's got to be paired. It's got to be told in a story where there's a background. What's the background of this number? Then only people can make sense of the number, of this data, and take action, all right, and make something from it. And principle number 5 is consistent. So a couple of things about consistency. Consistent also, firstly, it means that you want to do it consistently, week by week, day to day, whatever your time frame of reporting is. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the reason why you want to do it is because once you plot it down into a graph, you can see a pattern. Once you see this pattern, you can come up with a logical story of what might have happened and what can happen in the future. And this is what professional consultants, those really smart guys use. They use this data within a time frame to create a graph over time so that they can predict, right? So if the pros are using it, you guys can use it too. You can see which way is your team moving, right? What is the momentum? Are the momentum going up or the momentum going down? So you can trust momentum to be more predictable than anything else. So it's funny, right? I don't know why this is, but it just kind of is. So over a time frame, maybe 1 or 2 data points might go up or might go down. But if you look at it across 20 to 30 data points, it is very consistent which way are they going, up or down. So it's got to be consistent. This is the 5. So let me summarize what is the 5 core principles. Number 1 is going to be meaningful. Number 2 is movable. Number 3, your data needs to be authentic. Number 4, contextualize. And number 5, consistent. Okay, so what we've spoken about today is creating these reports for your customer service is like you becoming an anchor in the news. Okay, there's unlimited data out there. You got to choose which one is most relevant to your audience and how they're going to use it to achieve your company goals. So number 1, you want to know exactly the most crucial data to report on. Number 2, think about the people who will use the report. And number 3, create it so that people who will be reading this can immediately understand what the data is about, and they can implement it right away to create the results that your company wants. For those who want to download our customer service easy reports worksheet, so take a look at this. This is the landing page. So go to this landing page. It's me.yeshello.chat/reporting. It's the link is either in the comment box if you're on Facebook. If you are on YouTube, it's in the section about more info down there. And if you're on our website, you can find it in the button. Just click the button and it'll get you here. Okay. Watch this quick video. It'll tell you more about how to use the worksheet. You're going to get a whole bunch of these worksheets. I'm going to share with you now some of the metrics that we would suggest you use. All right. So once you download it, what you're going to get is something like this, right? The customer service easy reports. And then I'll show you some templates that we have that we report on. Number 1 is cases by time created, an explanation of what it means. So then there's a context about what this information is about. And it'll show you also what screenshots or how or where to get this information inside YesHello, so you can right away just copy and paste and use this template. Next, we also have cases by topic, right? An explanation of what it is. So we use 2 pages for that. Resolved cases, customer interactions, customer satisfaction. So there's a CSAT score, customer satisfaction NPS score, average handle time, time to first response, what we mentioned earlier just now. So imagine if you are reporting this, you can see what your team is taking to respond. So for example, this is 1 hour 25 minutes, and you can even go down granular based on specific user team member performance, right there. And on the left side here, for whoever is reading it, it will say, okay, time to first response. Customer expectations for response time will vary from channel to channel, so it's worth splitting your metrics out by channel as well. So if you want to do that, you can. And this gives context about what this information is regarding, and the person reading, maybe your boss or your director, can already make sense. Okay. It also explained this metric usually serves as a leading indicator for customer satisfaction. This means if you begin to lower this number, you will start to notice your customer satisfaction score, which is on the left side is now CSAT, gradually rising. Right? After all, customers don't want to wait long for responses and are generally delighted when a reply arrives more quickly than expected. You see, for you, week to week, you can have an empty template and then just screenshot what is relevant and just paste it there. Super simple, takes you just a few minutes, but it makes a lot of sense for those who are reading. Okay, so you're gonna get a set that we created based on our own, and one set is empty that you could duplicate and use it week to week so that you have a weekly reporting. And for those who want to track it over a period of time, I'll also have a link inside the report where you can have and download and use our customer service performance tracking report and calculator. Okay, so inside here you'll download it. Well, not really download, you'll make a copy. Once you made a copy, you can go and change it up. What are the KPIs that you want to track? Okay, you can also set targets over here, and then you can track it over time. And once you track it over time, you'll get nice charts like this for the whole year, and you can do this year to year. And but believe me, this is very valuable once you see the trend. Okay, so you have that, and also our customer service, the CSAT score and NPS score, you can find down here as tracking as well. Okay, so with these two things, you will have everything you need to have your reporting be awesome, good enough for now, according to the 80-20 rule. This is a 20% that will create 80% of the results when it comes to tracking and reporting. All right, so that's it from me. My name is Khalif from YesHello. If you find this valuable, please share it with your friends or other customer service professionals. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I want to thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video, guys. All right, bye-bye.